Hey there, sign of Aries. This is Kim here to do your reading, guys. This reading's going to be for March 2022. Hope you guys are doing really well. We're pulling from the Good Tarot. We're going to pull a Celtic Cross, and then we're going to clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot. So remember, whatever energies we face, we will clarify them. Usually after we get information on what they are, why they're there, it's not as scary. Sometimes these cards can be scary, but we will explore all of these things until we feel good about this reading. So Aries, March 2022. Angels, spirit guides, I always ask that you join us so that we get messages that's for the Most High to benefit Aries. Confident Aries. Confident, smart, planned, deliberate Aries. Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Fire energy. So a good energy, a good heartfelt, heart-based energy associated with Leo. So I feel like it's pulling out that confidence and the strength, pulling it out as you need it. There's a focus, especially with Leos, the focus is on the heart. So I would say, since that's your sister sign, that's probably something that's coming up right now is the passion. And this feels like the energy of something that's working out. So the energy that you're putting into a project that is just doing really well. Something that's working out, and you put a lot of passion into this. Queen of Air in the reverse. Got to get to some truth. Well, we're thinking clearly, right? Seven of Air in the reverse. There's the Hierophant. The Sun in the reverse in the past. Something you just couldn't deal with in the past. Maybe it's coming back up again for you to deal with it, or for it, like it may be like an opportunity to deal with something that you had previously given up on in the past. Something about lines of communication could be open a little bit more. There's 8-8, wealth, 8 of Air in reverse. Wow, 10 of water. Bam. We'll come back to that card so I can tell you all the good things about that. And this is actually not a bad card either. The Tower in reverse, I always associate it with Aries. The reason why is because I imagine whenever I see this card, somebody rebuilding, and to me it feels like whatever you're rebuilding, it's what you decided to not put energy into in the past. I don't know if something was just too overwhelming. It may be that there may have been something that was just too big of an issue, or too many things going on to focus on one thing, on something. 6 of Air in the reverse. Someone might be wanting to come back, or you may be wanting somebody to come back. The Star in reverse. The Star in reverse. And the Ace of Earth. Okay. Ultimately, Aries, it came down to somebody having to pick their security and their money over helping a situation that was just too emotional. And there's somebody that was not really kind of bringing the structure, integrity down, if that makes sense. Because that's the feeling of disappointment towards somebody. But I'm feeling like it's because the focus was on the material realm here, and it's doing good. I can't say anything bad about it. All right, getting to the truth. Getting to the truth. Possibly with this Leo character. Possibly with Aquarius. Leo again. Taurus. Libra. Aquarius is kind of strong here. Then we have Piscean energy, Gemini, Scorpio. So Aquarius, are you going to answer the call? Or are you going to forgive, Aries? Aries, this is about whether you're going to forgive somebody or not. I'm pretty sure that that's about, are you going to make it work? There's something that you can make work, that you can be a part of, almost like 4 Wands energy. You can be a participant of and make it work. Let's see. Let's go further. Let's go into the Modern Witch Tarot here, and let's clarify. So the 7 of Air in reverse, you know, different signs have different meanings. Like even throughout the year, sometimes different cards give me different signs or give me different meanings for them, and that's one of them. The 7 of Air in the reverse here has been coming across to me as an ability to think clearly, an ability to have wise discernment. That's what it's been coming across. And it makes sense because it's like, okay, the ability is here to find out the truth and to work through a challenge, but we don't have all the truth. And that's why the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. Either it's because we've taken our focus off of this and we're not looking into it anymore to find out the truth, or because so much was maybe even hidden in the past. So I'm really feeling like you withdrew your energy here in the past. It's back. It's not the problem that's back. It's something that's being built. The Hierophant here is about commitment. And okay, it's also about, it comes across to me in this reading as looking for the truth in the way that something is traditionally done. And maybe we're analyzing things, what works, what doesn't. Okay, so there's somewhat of a focus issue with a commitment, and maybe it's disappointment about somebody regarding a commitment. What's the Queen of Swords in the reverse for? This is also, guys, this can also be about being kind of, yeah, it's clarified by the Queen of Swords in the upright. So getting to the truth, getting to the bottom of it. Maybe you are getting to the bottom of it. We have both. So we have either or. We can either have a person, it could be a Libra energy, who is very detached from their emotions. Kind of, it may be the way that they were raised, not to put too much, you know, don't show too much emotion, and especially don't show something that might make you look weak. And I say that in quotes because I know it doesn't make a person weak. We know it doesn't make a person weak to have emotions and vulnerability, but the way that someone was raised here is different. And you got to understand that is their conditioning. That is part of their conditioning. So there may be issues like that to work through in a commitment. Getting more in touch with your emotions. All right, Sun in reverse. What's this Sun in reverse? Sometimes this can come across as something being hidden, but for me, it feels like like withdrawing your energy from a certain situation. Yeah, because somebody did something that was just really careless in your eyes. Careless, immature, wild, didn't ever grow up. Like this person didn't grow up. It may have been this Leo. It may be a Sagittarius energy, the Knight of Wands here. But it's in reverse, so there's an issue where somebody maybe disappointed you in the past. That disappointment might be still coming up to this day. So maybe instead of, you know, you releasing stuff about you, maybe we have to go inside and release these feelings about somebody else, because maybe they're a bit harsh is what it's feeling like. It's a bit harsh. Judgment. Will you forgive someone? The 8 of Fire is in the reverse. So why is the communication down? Why is communication down? Don't want confrontation. Feeling kind of like, okay, here we go. Feeling like you're working on rebuilding. And at this point, really don't want to have too much conflict. And I think that's what it's about. Not wanting confrontation, not wanting conflict. So therefore, that's why we haven't talked about it or communicated how we feel, perhaps about this person to this person. All right, the Eight of Air in the reverse, okay? I think that this is really truly letting go of like standards. You know, when people have a quote standard for how something is supposed to be, once again, quotes on everything, because there's really no, these are all descriptions, they're all words, they're all labels. Even, especially if you feel like guilt, where is the guilt coming from? It's usually conditioned to feel guilt a certain way because of thinking that things have to be a certain way. That's all illusionary. So it's keeping people trapped in a guilty suffering state that's not healthy for anybody at all. So this is freeing the mind, freeing yourself from any kind of limits that you're putting on yourself, even though I feel like noticing and searching for the truth of what was conditioned. Okay. How do you feel this way because everyone else is saying you should do it like this? Or why do you feel this way about something? You know what I mean? So taking all the conditions here. This is really setting yourself free. This is a form of freedom when I see that Ace of Air in the reverse. Because you know, those things, even though I say they're just words, they're just labels, they're very much so boundaries that keep people from being able to think outside the box, that keep people from being able to have self-confidence because of feeling like they are supposed to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So those things can have real devastating effects on people, I think. So I feel like letting down what we think, how we would like to describe something, being like, well, that's just not what it is, so let's accept what it is, and then we move from there. And I think it brings you really great happiness, this acceptance. It's the peace. It's almost like the peace that you find between words. It's like sitting in there for a minute. Ten of Water, the Buddha here statue is big like this with a full belly. I feel like to indicate, you know, that he's full of this inner abundance and knows that all abundance comes from within. Able to hear very well, able to listen. Yeah, I mean, this is accepting that peace. And that is putting love first. And this Ten of Water is you loving yourself and putting yourself first. And it brings really great results. The only thing that's next to this opportunity here with the Ace of Earth is a slight disappointment in somebody. It's from the past. This thinking changes. With this thinking that changes, this will start to fade, this star in reverse. The Six of Air here is in the reverse. I feel like the hope is that somebody comes back to make something right that maybe they made wrong. Or that maybe it's their mess to clean up type of deal. It's part of this tower that it's being rebuilt. It's either this relationship, it either has to do with your relationship with this person, or the foundations and everything's being built all over again. So clarify this tower in a reverse. The Ace of Swords, clarity. This is your triumphant victory. You know, that is your sword of truth. That is the victory that gets you winning your battle, right? What you wish somebody would do and what they do are two different things. The accepting of it is the accepting the what is, and that's where you find the peace. Let's clarify this star in reverse. Knight of Swords. focus and change is coming in as somebody is able to think so much more clearly about what they've done or did, or how they disappointed you, or how you disappointed somebody else. This thinking process, not being, so one, someone's not being able to be deceived anymore, can't be lied to. There's major changes, positive changes in the new opportunities that are present now that this person is thinking strategically and a lot more clear. And this might be you that I'm talking about. But this is clarity. This is change. This takes focus. And like I said, that Queen of Swords, who's all about focus and protecting, like protecting family and things like that. If she's off focus, then she needs to focus on pretty much the self and getting back in touch with their emotions. All right. So change. Major change. Victory. Somebody is just kind of, look, somebody was over it. And this might be you. You may have been over something. Just don't miss this opportunity. Feeling disappointment here for somebody. Don't miss an opportunity for you. Okay. So let's get your little oracle cards next here, Aries, and wrap up your reading. It's a good reading. How long is it? Pretty long reading, actually. Ace of Earth, big opportunities, huge. I know I didn't talk about it much. It's just, it's so majestic. I fear it's, you know, it speaks for itself. It's the Ace of Earth. It's huge. It's something that could provide stability for a very long time. It's a good opportunity. 30, you are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am imaginative. And let's see what else. What else? Sacred Rebels Oracle. Yeah, release the dark wound and let love live. Whatever we're holding on to, whatever the sun is representing in the reverse, whatever careless thing somebody did in the past, being asked to release it. As you would release a fish, release your wound. So yes, you caught it. Now it's time to release it. Time to release it. Okay. Mystic Martian. I'm just kind of pulling anything from the cards next to me. Why not? Earth element. There's another sign that your finances are going to start to do really good. And like I said, don't be so inward or shut off from the world that you don't notice an opportunity when like this one, okay? Survival, adaptable, reliable. And put love first and everything's falling into place. It looks like tall grays, utilitarian, organized, intimidating. Goodness. Okay, and I'm going to pull one of these from the Inner Child Oracle. And then we're going to close with this one. Celebrate. You got the one of the best cards in that deck, because this deck's very serious about, you know, inner child work and stuff like that. So you got the one that's celebrate. So celebrate something that's moved on from this past energy and that's gotten a lot better. Celebrate life. Celebration is one of the best ways to celebrate or to experience life at its fullest. Cultivate an air of celebration this week through action and spirit. Create spaces that encourage play, laughter, and having fun. Invite others to join with you and take pleasure in their company. Savor the simple beauty that good food and good friends can bring. And release old, dark, deep wounds. Sending you love and light. Thanks, Aries.